Aaron, second defeat of the season, 3-0 to Portishead. How do you make that?
Yeah, obviously I'm gutted. We just weren't at the races today. In possession, we dominated the ball, we moved it well. Got to the final third, just didn't create anything, didn't put the ball in the net. Same old story every week, and it's going to cost you game after game after game. And it's something that we need to be better at, and players need to be better at.
And how do you be better?
What, personally or as a team?
Both.
I always reflect after every game. Like, I'll look at it and I'll see what we could have done better. But again, we've set them up in a certain way. Is it anything we could change for that? We'll always look at that and we'll always reflect. But it's about turning back to training, and on Tuesday now working on that. But it's the same mistakes that keep creeping into our game. Same reactive movement, not being proactive. But when we went and played Cardiff last week, Ellie Sargent was an outstanding forward, absolutely brilliant, proactive movement, running in behind, holding the ball up well. And the other forwards that played around her just worked off of her, and that's our target, is to get like that. And that's what we need to do, is be more proactive up front and create those chances. And when we do create them, like we did at times today, is finish them. But we're all devastated with it, because we shouldn't be, no disrespect to Portishead, we shouldn't be losing 3-0. They've given us a really good game. They strengthened, they got girls in from Bridgewater, but we should be playing better than we did today. So we've let Portishead down on the game today by not turning up, I feel, and we've definitely let ourselves down.
And how do you repair from that? Because it's back-to-back defeats now, and the games that are coming in are not easy ones.
No, I know. But the goals that we conceded today were again our own fault, and if you're not scoring and you're giving the ball to the opposition in the 18-yard box or diving in and not standing up and delaying and making a decent challenge, you're not going to win games of football. You don't deserve to win games of football. But all credit to Portishead today. I thought they defended resolutely. They were fantastic. They managed the game well. The referee, I thought, had a really good game as well. I think there was probably a penalty at 1-0 she could have given us, but she did really well for the rest of the game, which was really refreshing to see, actually, that the officials managed the game really well. And I thought, that's the positive stuff from them. And with us, like I said, we dominated the ball. We moved it left and right well. We hit our forwards well. We defended well for most of the game. I thought Witten, Shan, Chesh and Jazz were outstanding today. All four of them were fantastic, standout players. There's lots of positives there, but at the minute I can't see many of them. But like I said, Wednesday we've got a game against Chelsea. It's a must-win game for us anyway before today. But that's going to be tough on Wednesday. But we've got training. We'll bounce back and see what happens.
Gave a couple of debuts today. Katie Kingshot, she started, and then you also brought on Phoebe Hamilton from the bench, coming up from the reserves. How do you think they got on?
Yeah, Katie did really well. She worked really hard. Coming from Bournemouth, obviously they've got high standards there anyway. So she came in, did well, worked hard, moved the ball well, out of possession, made some great tackles. Phoebe, again, she's been doing really well in the reserves, and we pride ourselves at the club that if you're doing well in the reserves, you will get a chance in the first team. And she's come on today and she's played 35-40 minutes. She's done well, had a couple of shots, beaten her player a couple of times. It's just now getting that confidence in her to say, what, you're here for a reason. Like, have some confidence, take on that player, but also lose that sloppiness out of your play. Maybe at reserve level you can get away with 3 or 4 or 5 touches before someone tackles you. At this level, you have 2 touches, the fullback's on you straight away. So, but she did really well, and so did Katie.
And where do you go? Like, what are the messages are going to be in the week? Because you've got a short turnaround before Chelsea, as we've said. And of course, at the moment, it almost feels like the team's kind of licking some wounds. So how are you going to get over that to get back in and go, we want to win?
Well, Johnny, the psychologist, that's going to be his job, so I'll palm it on to him. But I think the girls know, like the staff know. Like I said, we'll reflect. What did we do wrong? What can we get right? It's not going to be a quick fix. We're not going to all suddenly go and score 6 goals against Chelsea. It'll be nice. But we just want a reaction from the players. Like 2 losses on the bounce, like you said, in the league. Well, not on the bounce, but 2 out of 4. That's not us. That's not our club. And we've always been there or thereabouts in this league, and we deserved to lose today. I thought we dominated the game in possession, but we just don't look like scoring goals. And the message I'm going to say to the players is, like, just we work together and we just see that, make sure we can get the ball in the net and stop giving away the ball down our end and giving away sloppy goals. Like some of the goals we conceded today were just awful, and you're not going to win any game of football doing that.